We have one on prophecy here, Revelation 16:1-10. The 10 plagues that are mentioned there, have they been fulfilled, or there are things that will still happen?
I have a book I will recommend you buy, The Last Days. The book of Revelation is a book of visions, which means the book of Revelation has very little doctrinal value. Little. You can't build doctrine on the book of Revelation. That's why all these so-called eschatology preachers, all their predictions have failed. All. There's another one that says Jesus will come in less than 10 years. After 10 years we shall talk. After 10 years I will remind you if you are still here, because I will be here. After 10 years from now I will still be here. If you are here I will remind you. All their predictions are not working. You know why? You cannot build doctrine on visions. You build doctrine on scriptures. The plagues in that Revelation 16 are not literal. Every time there's a vision, it is a parable. It has facts, it has fictions, and only has a little lesson. So you don't follow visions literal. Visions must be interpreted. And listen one more time. The book of Revelation, the only doctrinal value in that book is so small. The major doctrine in Revelation is Revelation 1:1. Put it on. Revelation 1:1. Let's read together the first sentence. Revelation 1:1. 1 to go. The revelation of Jesus Christ. Full stop. So when you read Revelation, what should you look for? Jesus. Anything that is not Jesus, trash. What the vision of Revelation wants to open is Jesus, not end time events. So when you read, look for Jesus. And the only doctrine in that book is in chapter 2 and 3, the letters to the 7 churches in Asia. That is the only doctrine. The rest is crazy visions that John saw. Leave the visions, take the lessons, and be safe. Somebody said, no, there's one world ruler that will come out and he will put 666 on your head. You are reading the Bible like a Pharisee. 666 is a metaphor. It's not a literal number. 666 is the number of man. Antichrist. Antichrist is not a man. Antichrist is a teaching that denies the humanity and the divinity of Christ. So any teaching in a church that denies the humanity and the deity of Christ is antichrist. Like Islam is antichrist. Because Islam does not believe that Jesus is God. That's antichrist. And there are churches, I don't want to call their names so I don't get into trouble now. There are churches even in Kenya here that are antichrist. Like a church where they worship Virgin Mary, and Virgin Mary is treated with more respect than Jesus. They see Jesus as the baby of Mary, not as God. That church is antichrist. Because John said in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, any teaching that does not accept that Jesus is God come in the flesh is antichrist. If you get my book on the last days, it's about 400 pages. It opens it all for you, all through the Bible with exegesis. So again, don't stay with Revelation 16. Look for Jesus. If you read, you don't find Jesus, leave it. Look for Jesus. The Bible is the book of Jesus.